Feb 3. Okay. Hi, everyone. It's February 3, 2021, and you're watching the Nikki, also known as Faces Trader, Awesome 10X Global Market Update. So today, we got the news that Jeff Bezos stepped down, and he said that, well, it remains day one. It still remains day one. Andy Jassy is going to succeed him as CEO, and he will still remain the chairman, executive chair, but he wants to focus some of his time over to Blue Origins, to the Earth Day Fund. So I actually shared a lot of those on my Twitter. Let me see a few things. I think I shared it on my Twitter, but it's really in all the news. I think you might want to read Jeff Bezos's last words to his well-loved Amazon. It's quite interesting too that some people already assume that most borrowed ideas even actually said that he wrote on December 26 that Bezos motivations. He said that Jeff Bezos is 55 years old, exactly the age that Bill Gates handed over the CEO role to Steve Ballmer in year 2000. Gates eventually retired from Microsoft at the age of 63 and focused on philanthropy. Even though there's yet to be any indication of retirement or exhaustion, how long that Jeff Bezos will continue at the helm is anyone's guess. Moreover, Bezos has just gone through marital problems in his personal life, and based on his Twitter feed, he seems to be more interested in bold ideas such as Blue Origin. It's possible that Blue Origin can even become Bezos' equivalent of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and he may think that it is more worthwhile to spend more time solving space rather than retail margins. I think there's more than 50% chance that Bezos will relinquish his CEO role in the next 5 to 10 years and may just remain as the president of the board. Bezos or Amazon, of course, did not provide any indication on who the next CEO will be. However, in my view, Andy Jassy, who is the CEO of AWS since 2016, can be a potential candidate if Amazon Web Services is not spun off. But this is still pretty much open. First and foremost, Bill Gates actually retired 45 years old. So, wow. And yes, Jeff Bezos, everything that he predicted, spot on. So, very good job on mostly borrowed ideas. Andy Jassy, indeed, is now the new CEO of Jeff Bezos' Amazon empire. And by the way, last night, a lot of really great, interesting things happened. What exactly is an interesting thing that happened? Well, you've got your RC Moto, you've got your Bridgetown going up. Some of your drones like Dragonfly continue to go up. Your Alpine 4 technologies went up. These are just some of the snapshots of testimonials of our Awesome 10X clients. You'll notice that FUV RC Moto rallied to a new all-time high, now trading at $26.40. Bridgetown also went up $17. What exactly was happening there? It's actually about the SPAC merger of Tokopedia and Gojek on Bridgetown. So it is being, it's happening. So it's happening. Let me show to you the news happening on B-Town and SE. So the arch nemesis of Tokopedia is actually Shopee in Indonesia. And this was something that was already transmitted in the newswire since December 15. So Google invested as well in Indonesia's Tokopedia. And people are actually investing a lot in Tokopedia, seeing that it might be a big competition of SE or C Limited. Of course, everyone loves both of them. So instead of making them fight, why don't we take a look at how other people perceive these two companies? Shopee Mall continues to maintain growth momentum. Shopee Mall store count is growing ahead of Laza Mall, which is Lazada. So Laz Mall versus BB Mall and Shopee Mall versus Tokopedia. Shopee Mall in Indonesia is still 4 times bigger than Tokopedia. It's about 15% versus Tokopedia's 4%. This comes from JP Morgan forecast. And as you could see, still as of November 18, 2020, Shopee is ahead of all its peers in the ASEAN region, ahead of Bilibili, JD, Lazada, Bukalapak, and Tokopedia. Nonetheless, do you think that with Google inside, would this fierce competition be bigger? Possibly, guys. Possibly. So while Jeff Bezos is now stepping down, Let's welcome the Forrest Lee, the CEO of REE Limited, and see whether he really is gonna show the world that, hey, inside Southeast Asia, the Amazon of Southeast Asia is nowhere close to being anyone else except REE Limited. So why don't we read this article? There's this rivalry of Gojek and Toko. Would it level the playing field, or should they all say, well, the enemy, guys, is C Group? This is tech in Asia. Let's read that. C's shadow is now looming over the Gojek-Tokopedia merger. It is prime for a public listing, but really they're saying that it's a SPAC. So the SPAC that everyone said was beat down, and that really happened through last night. Take a look at the ticker symbol of beat down. B-Town actually rose from $13 all the way to 17. We think they can go to 23 or even higher. We're not really here to predict where it goes because we just believe in buying long and not really even selling. So nonetheless, if you are looking to sell some shares, typically some people would sell on a double. So they probably would sell at about 25 or 26. As you could see, that is your prior resistance zone here, 26. But some people might have actually felt that 17 was a sell for them. Most likely that 17 resistance is now becoming a new support. Anyone without Bridgetown might actually even want to enter more here at about 15. So similarly, of course, when you see B-Town rise like that, you're seeing that B-Town U should also be rising as well. And that's what you saw last night, from 15 all the way to 1850, or more than a 20% rise. And furthermore, when you take a look at the B-Town warrants, what exactly happened there? Very strong move from $4.20 to $5. So the stock, the warrant, the units, all doing well. Tonight, we also see that there's a new SPAC coming into town. The VCVC is now trading at 40% after ours, 10x capital venture acquisition. So let's take a look at this. This is also an awesome 10x pick. You'll notice that prior to this news, we already have snapshots of testimonials sharing to you our idea, and we're seeing actually that some of our awesome 10x testimonials are so happy, hitting all-time highs. There's a client already hitting 312% year to date, started in just June. So triple his money, and he's looking forward to 400 to 600% move, hopefully by May 2021. So what are the exact companies that are inside some of our investors? VCVC was up 42%, now trading at $17. Yes, we entered at about $10.80, somewhere around here, December. Yep. So here we were buying December 28, 29, 30. Yep. So it's now trading at about $18. Oh, sorry, $17. Might even go to $25 later on. So what is this acquisition that we see VCU? What was it that made people go rampant in buying it? The answer, guys, is REE Auto. REE Automotive is the SPAC that's going to be inside VCVCU. So SPAC 10x Capital Venture jumps on the report of taking REE Automotive public. This is an Israeli startup planning a merger. Wow. So let's read this REE Auto. This is a 10x company. So let's read a lot about this Israeli startup. The news was just shared 7 hours ago, but we know a lot about this REE company already. Very strong company, negotiating for a $3 to $4 billion NASDAQ listing, is now going into a SPAC merger. This is a developer of modular platforms. Think about it like EV skateboards, electric vehicle skateboards. Now, they've been negotiating for more than 3 months, and finally, we know where it's going. It's going to be in VCVC. This company is owned by Daniel Barrel and Ahishai Swords. They revealed that they can cheapen and shorten the development of electric vehicles, and some car manufacturers have even begun outsourcing their electric platforms on which they plan to base their future models. American Rivian has actually raised over $6 billion, providing Ford the platform for manufacturing their electric off-road vehicle, among others, and will also manufacture similar models under its own brand. Hyundai is planning to launch in 2 years as an electric vehicle based on a platform built by American company Canoo. Coincidentally, Canu was actually going public through Hennessy Capital HCAC at a $2.4 billion. REE has developed an industry-unique technology offering a choice of REE corner modules, each sized differently based on platform weight, dimensions, and targeted applications. The REE corner integrates all traditional vehicle components, steering, braking, suspension, e-motor into the wheels arc, and the REE board, which is a completely flat and modular chassis platform. That clears more room for passengers or cargo, with the unique structure also making maintenance and repairs easier to conduct. Why don't we watch this REE on track, guys? Ta-da! Let's watch this. 1 minute. Next generation EV platform. So they are ready to carry the EV platform of tomorrow. As you could see, their main business is OEM, original equipment manufacturer. They already have, as of August 2020, they signed a memorandum of understanding with global OEM Mahindra, establishing a strategic collaboration of developing and producing an initial capacity of about 250,000 EVs aimed for the commercial market. This also follows from partnerships that we already have with AAM, KYB, Musashi, NSK, and Mitsubishi Corporation. In fact, by end of 2020, we will deliver to our clients the first platforms on which they will be able to deliver and develop their vehicles. Ahi Sards told Calculus that in October. So they continue to recruit new employees during the pandemic. They currently have 130 people, mostly in Israel. Some are in Birmingham, England, Frankfurt, and Munich in Germany, and Michigan and Silicon Valley in the US. So far, they have investors such as Fiat, Chrysler, Toyota, Mitsubishi, as well as Mobileye co-founder Ziv Abiram, Gil Agman, and several Israeli institutional investors. Guys, who's Mobileye? That's the Intel unicorn startup as well, who handles the LiDAR. So very great Israeli companies that are really innovative, that are at the heart of this electric revolution to cheapen the cars. Very cool, guys, this REE. So I'm not surprised why people are seeing that this is an interesting company. A lot of partnerships, guys. EV startup that puts the engine, interesting engineering. So let's read more about this company. We can even learn more on their own website itself. So let's go to their website. It's a real world concept. They've already proven it. They've already shown that their modular next gen EV platforms is going to be a way to design, transport passengers and cargoes for a cheaper North American market delivery market. So it's ready to use, enables the customers to choose the size that suits the vehicle requirements, offering a module REE corner, each with different sizing based on their platform weight. So there, what did the CEO said, Daniel Barrell? Our ambition as REE is to be the industry leader in the next gen EV platform. Already, we've already got key global OEMs and tier 1 suppliers, and we want to develop the EVs of tomorrow. We want to provide the perfect solution for future mobility solutions, providing versatility and freedom of design for commercial EVs, autonomous last mile delivery pods, and beyond. And with the unprecedented boom in e-commerce accelerated by COVID-19, the need for EV fleets is increasing exponentially. So basically, they're saying that they're there for the last mile delivery solution. So our vision is to make REE platforms the cornerstone of zero emission EVs and AVs. it's becoming a reality. Congratulations to REE Automotive. Congratulations as well to VCVC shareholders. It looks like we have a winner here. So as the 10X tells you, winners win. You can learn more, probably go to their own website. That's just news for you today. More ideas if you just take in closer about the Hino Motors, etc. But there's more news to uncover. Instead of talking about Jeff Bezos, which you will probably hear about on all the news sites, we're going to try to see what else is not being covered by the market. So last night, you also saw Tata Motors up 12%. 12%. Tata Motors is listed in US as well as what's the ticker symbol in the US? Tata Motors. TM, is it? I saw there was like 12% up last night. Let me see. Tata Motors up 12%. August sales, well, that's not it. That was like 2012. Tata Motors news. Tata Motors is an Indian multinational automotive. Yup. We saw that it was actually in talks with Tesla before. That's why it was sharing, its shares were going up. But what exactly is happening here? 23 hours ago, Tata Motors is rallying as domestic passenger vehicle sales doubled in January. Guys, this is news. This is very huge news. What is driving this news is that India's new program could mean a boost in sales for Tata Motors. This is already a global automotive company known for its Jaguar and Land Rover brands. And on the news of a program in India designed to boost car sales, India market is already, remember the Cash for Clunkers program in the US market? India wants to do the same thing. Broadly speaking, India is wanting to spend 10 billion rupees or about $1.4 billion, creating as many as 50,000 jobs. This will involve a scrapping of your private vehicles that are 20 years or older and commercial vehicles 15 years or older. In a new wave to foster more new electric, environmental friendly vehicles, which are electric vehicles, Tata Motors is at the heart of that beneficiary. It has already rallied 150% over the past 3 months, but of course, the Land Rover and the Jaguars are selling very well, 100%. Also, remember that Tata Motors had a rumor that they will be a likely partner of Tesla if Tesla were to come into India, who is searching for an Indian manufacturing partner because Tata Motors is the best candidate for that region. So is Tata Motors the Indian number one? So is it? Okay, let's read more on the website of Tata Motors. Indian number one. So should you invest in Tata Motors even today? So let's take a look at that. Tata Motors. Tata Motors is listed in India, but can I buy it in US? Yes, it's TTM. There you go, New York Stock Exchange. So the ticker symbol, guys, is TTM. That's Tata Motors ADR. And let's read the chart. All right, we are already seeing a strong move to all-time highs of Tata Motors. It has already rallied from about $4 to 22. Sorry, it's not an all-time high. That is just a 3-year high, 2018 to 2020. So a lot of things happening here. It has reversed. You could see that clearly, a reversal. Used to trade at 44, now trading at 22. No, it's not even 44 before, 55 in December 2014. So we don't really understand or cover Tata Motors so much. I haven't been reading a lot of Indian economy either. So I'm not sure what happened here 2015 to 2016. We'll try to read the news there. Probably earnings here down 27%. Let's take a look at their earnings here. I would assume that it was more about earnings. Nonetheless, let's take a look. Right now, the earnings is surprising on the upside. 80%, 70%. So very strong recovery over the last 2 quarters. So let's read this. The passenger vehicles has already surpassed 9,417 crore rupees. What does that mean? How many billions of dollars is that? Okay, I think it means that it's a large entity. It's the large number. Okay, so they're also saying that Tata Motors, which is the homegrown auto major, has called a meeting for securing all their, this is February 2, 2021, just last night. They want to Consider paying the transferor company TML for a purchase consideration, withholding taxes. They're saying that the valuation of the passenger vehicles have to be based on I don't know what they're talking about. All they're saying is that they sold 9 billion for what's this? 9,417,000,000 equity shares. What's that? Crore. The fair value of their passenger vehicles. India continues to remain an attractive market. Okay, CNBC, I can't understand what you're talking about. Let's read something here. All I know is that their domestic passenger vehicle sales nearly doubled in January. Wow. So from January, in just 1 quarter, 1 month. So January 2020 to January versus 2021. So that's the reason why it rose 12%. 32,909 units, they said. And this January, they hit 60,000 units. So you are seeing a demand for passenger vehicles in India. In fact, the shares have outperformed 70% already versus just the India's 3%. So you're seeing here an awesome 10x company happening. Tata Motors seeing a triple benefit, the macro recovery, the specific volume margin drivers, a sharp improvement in free cash flows and leverage in both JLR as well as their Indian business. This is actually a winner. Very strong moves on your Tata Motors, guys. You probably want to read more on Tata Motors by going to tatamotors.com. The founder, JRD Tata. So read more about this company. What should investors do after an 11% increase? Well, first and foremost, congratulations to Tata Motors. Winners win. You want to actually enter this winner as low as you can. As you can clearly see from this chart, you've got a higher low here at 17 and another higher low at $20. So this is a happy congratulations to all the Tata Motors shareholders out there who are watching us. Congratulations, you've got a winner. Where is your resistance? In the short term, you could see a strong resistance at 30 and 45. And more importantly, here at about 49 and 50. So 17 to 20, try your best to buy. How about buying at 22? That's also okay as long as it's a very small exposure because nobody realized or it was an unexpected occurrence that the company is doing so well. So even at 22, I'll be okay as long as you're willing to buy as well at 18. Very strong movement on your Tata Motors. I don't think you can get it at 12 or even lower. So higher lows for this name. Very strong move. See that it will move from about January to as high as $30 by 1 year from now. So we'll see about that. This is the website of Tata Motors, Safari, Reclaim Your Life, all their auto standards, all these vehicles, very strong movements, connecting aspirations. Do your best to study Tata Motors in your free time. The vision, the mission, the execution, the journey of Tata Motors. What else are interesting to discuss other than SPACs? There's actually an interesting SPAC happening again. There's this, okay, so of course this is a drone. I'm just happy to say that our Plymouth Rock is now up 12%. It is a drone company. PLRTF is actually a company that has been reseeding the plantations in Somalia because Somalia, unfortunately, has done a lot of illegal logging and those trees were not replanted. So what did they do? They used drones. Take a look at this IBKR, IBKR today. Take a look at my Faces Trader profile, guys. This is high-tech farming powered by drones. Drones, agri-tech, Internet of Things, Industry 4.0. Let's watch this. For those who don't know, drones can actually assist a lot of agriculture technology. It's called precision ag tech. So the drones can fly 5,000 hectares all the way. So look at this picture right now. I'm sharing to you this video. So that is a drone doing watering, reseeding all the way. So that this is an example of a drone for farms, and that is exactly what Plymouth Rock has done in Somalia. So it is a UN United Nations mission. This is it. I'm gonna read that to you. I'm so happy to invest in companies that are doing a good work. Plymouth Rock Technologies is a leader in developing threat detection, and they are supplying unmanned aerial vehicles for UN assistance mission in Somalia. That was a January 28, 2021 news, and the program is a reseeding mission. UNEP estimates 8 million trees were cut down for charcoal in Somalia between 2011 and 2017. increasing land degradation, food insecurity, and vulnerability to flooding and drought. Over 80% of charcoal produced in Somalia has been exported to Gulf states and neighboring countries. Illegal trades in charcoal has been recognized as a key contributor to insecurity in Somalia, providing a funding source for militias, terrorist groups, and even actors linked to conflict who illegally tax these exports. Now, operating in a war zone, flying this BVLOS at night while carrying a heavy payload and delivering it with exact precision is not a simple undertaking. That is what Carl Cagliarini said, the co-founder and chief strategy officer of PRT. Not to mention the all-weather conditions at 20 nautical mile round trip. The technologies within this UAV platform combined are not dissimilar to that found on military assets. The task of stripping away every ounce of weight just to add the means for stealth flight and essential mission tools was critical. So guys, what you saw in the Netflix Outside the Wire is real. We are living in the world of Jetsons. So you've got robotics, you've got drones, those are real. I was actually sharing that inside the Awesome 10X Inner Circle. Somebody was asking me, who's not a part of Awesome 10X Inner Circle. He said, Nikki, what are the benefits of being inside the Awesome 10X Inner Circle? All right. Well, if you're a part of the Inner Circle, you'd have known that Plymouth Rock at about 40 cents was a buy. We said that. And now it's about 52 cents. You would have also known that VCVC was a buy at 10.8, which is now trading at $16. So 50-60% gains that happened within days, months. Also, we also shared a few days ago, remember when I said Brassel Biotechnologies? All right. I also said AgriFi. So there's really a lot. I mean, I could name you 100 reasons why you should subscribe in the Awesome 10X Inner Circle. But there are 99 reasons, and sometimes it's just one reason for people to invest because it's Nikki you. End of the day, it's me. So you get great Awesome 10X ideas. So why don't you just join? 15,800 for a year, and we actually have a promotion, a 21% discount for everyone who wants to join the Awesome 10X Inner Circle within February 12. How do you join? Just simply log in to awesome10x.com and then sign up and register. You could pay your bank deposit. Just click this, get started now. What are the specific benefits of this 15,800 pesos? You've got 24/7 live assistance, trading guidance. You've got direct access to me, Nikki you, and you also have direct access to Anton Diaz to help you for your newbie lessons if you ever need ideas. As a new client, I know that it's a bit hard, you need some guidance, we will assist you. Now, there are daily Zoom classes. So this is 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. What you see in the Free Friday class is just a snapshot. That's one out of the 5 classes that you actually always will see when you're a part of the Inner Circle. And of course, you get access to everything, not just the daily class. You can do archives. Like, what was this? What did they say last month? What did I buy last month? What did they say about? So it's like you've got a library, something like a Netflix of education portal for your stock investments. And we actually will give you updates if we ever need to. So these are all 10X companies that we believe that are priceless for you. One-on-one portfolio reviews. You've got a chat group for newbies. Of course, you've got an Inner Circle Viber group access. This is 24/7. Sometimes I will have ideas 10 p.m. That would be 10 p.m. Philippine time, 10 a.m., 9 a.m. in the US time. Example, when we were buying BFLYF, that would be Cameron Shell. That is Dragonfly, which actually is also a buy report today, even if you're buying here at about 2:30. We got it at about 180. Notice 180 went to 320. Right now at 230, what a great additional entry point, guys. What a great additional entry point. Yes, Nikki loves a lot of drones. And we actually have a deep dive on some of these companies directly. I want to share to you some more companies, but some of our Inner Circle members might not want me to reveal it because we might still be buying some of them. So some of them are actually just 5% up so far. We are still accumulating and buying them. I'll share it when it's like 50 to 80% up already. That's the difference. That's one of the major differences. So there's a lot of reasons why you should sign up. There's a lot of benefits for you. A daily cheat sheet. So the daily cheat sheet means that you can just enter our Slack group and see, oh, what have they been buying for the last day, last week, last month, la la la. So there's a trading plan summary for February 2. There's a trading plan for February 1. So actually it just says that it's a trading plan, but it's really more of an investing plan. Those are the companies that we want to buy and never sell. All right, so let's take a look. Fast lang, just comments. 1, 2, I would try. IPOE and ALOS, we have it. Still okay to buy and add Bridgetown and VCVCU. I'll hold on to it. I think that there are some companies that have just pulled back that are probably better areas, but if you don't have it, probably okay to just get 1% if you don't have them. Is it okay to buy the ALOS warrants? I believe so. TTM, Tata Motors, think that is a great buy, 22 all the way to 18. How much is your suggested cash position at the moment? Don't you think that the market is bound for a deep correction soon? So we answer these things. We always have a pizza pie rule. 25% is always in cash. That's not in the bank. That's in the bank. It's not in the IBKR account. That means that my IBKR is not really reflective of my real awesome, my real asset allocation. What I say, what do I mean? If I have $1 million pesos today, that means that my investment account has 250,000 pesos or $5,000. I'm not exactly investing $20,000. My investment portfolio would have 25% cash in the bank, rotting there with just 0% interest rate, so that when a huge deep correction happens, I could deploy some of that money into my stock market account. Now, of course, if I have a business, supposedly my business is 25% of my asset allocation, that 25% could contribute to cash, meaning my business can have cash and that would be just cash. Or I could spend a little and my business should sustain me. If there's any excess from there, it will either go 25% to my cash pile or additional 25% to my IBKR. So I do add into my IBKR over time. Give it about 3 months or 6 months or annually. I do add. I top up my IBKR, which means that on any given day, I did not predict a rain. I just prepared the ark. What do I mean? That is what Noah said. God said to Noah, prepare for your ark and do not predict the rain. Whether there's a flood tomorrow, a typhoon tomorrow, some other scandal that I don't know about, I'm always protected. I have some cash on the side all the time, 25% all the time in the back. Rotting there, 0% interest rate, doesn't matter because my account inside Interactive Brokers is enough. If my cash pile is too high, let's say I have 35% or 40% cash pile, I might actually deploy that 15% into the market and find some investment ideas. So today, you heard me say that DFlyF, the Dragonfly, is actually an interesting ad here about 2:30. Actually, guys, let's take a look at some names. People have been saying about SunPower. Why don't we watch that chart? SunPower has been falling down from about 60 all the way to 43. Do I want to buy there? No, not yet. I want to enter near $40 if I can. So $40 all the way to 36. I like the company. As you could see, so many arrows here. We've been buying since 7. But at 49, it's still very high for me. 49 was high, 44 still high. Let's give it a 10% drop here, about $40. I'll try to nibble. Sometimes, because I am cheapskate, I don't get in. Example, Copen, I have them at about $1.25 all the way to about $2. But here at about $5, I wasn't able to add more because I really was waiting at 4 and 3. So what I'm saying is that I have it. That's why I get that all-time high moves. Of course, at 7 can even go to 8 and 9 and 10. And you could see that the wearables is a huge mover that we believe in. It was 30% up actually last night. So usually, guys, whenever I see Copen rise, your VUSI also rises. So it's in tandem. There's a sector play here. So wait if you want. $11 looks to be a good entry point. And let me give you some ideas further. Shopify is going to report their earnings this February 17. It's February 18. Looks like this one, in my view, is going to break out to the all-time highs. So here, Shopify was actually a resistance turning support here at about 1.1. A very strong breakout last night at 1.235. Can this be going to 2,000 or 2.5 within the next couple of months? My idea is it's a yes. I buy 1.235. I would buy more at 1.1. And that's it. Thank you very much, guys. A lot of ideas for you. And see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.